It's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to all you brothers teaching in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. Um, it's going to be real brief, as you see on the screen, all right, in Madagascar, okay, it says deadly airborne plague in Madagascar is worse in 50 years and spiking cases expected this weekend following celebrations to honor the dead. Okay, it's an airborne virus, man, and the main affected area is Madagascar, off the coast of West Africa. Okay, on the African continent. All right. Well, East Africa, Salaki. All right, and showing that more than 1,300 cases have now been reported in Madagascar. Health chiefs have revealed as nearby nations have been placed on high alert because of the spread of the disease. Figures shows that at least 1,300 cases of the plague have been reported so far in this year's outbreak, with 93 official death records. However, UN estimates state the toll could be in excess of 120. Officials in Madagascar have warned residents not to exhume bodies of dead loved ones and dance with them because the bizarre ritual can cause outbreaks of plagues. Look at these goddamn Hamites, man. What the hell would you dig up a body and dance with them for? I'm telling you, man, these nation of people, man, other nations of people, they out of here, man. I'm gonna have to do a video on that because that's strange, man. All right. In Madagascar, a sacred ritual sees family exhume the remains of dead relatives, rewrap them in fresh cloth, and dance with the corpse. Mm. The International Federation of Red Cross has set up a makeshift treatment clinic at the uh, in Uatapaneka Hospital in Antananarivo. Okay, people carry a body wrapped in sheets after taking it out from a crypt as they take part in funeral traditions called the Fema Da'ana. Alright? These people are nuts, man. People dance, sing, and play music as they carry the bodies of their ancestors during a funeral tradition called the Femadina, which is stupid. Experts believe the natural phenomenon dubbed Godzilla triggered an increase in rat population in rural areas of Madagascar, sparking the beginning of the epidemic, which has so far infected at least 1,300 people. People in Madagascar live. People in Madagascar believe the ritual honors their dead relatives who can be turned every 5, 7, or 9 years. Mm, strange, man. Municipal officers cleared the ground which blocks the entrance of a family vault during the funeral tradition. Bunch of damn Hamites. Mm. Yeah, this epidemic's going to get out of proportion because of this. Yeah, so let me just go right into the scriptures because this is the time that is spoken of. All right, scriptures. And this second Ezra 16 and 18, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for the amendment. Right? But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Okay, and that's what we are seeing currently on the face of the planet right now, man. Is a majority of people not knowing why these things keep on taking place, man. It's because the world is going past its limits of wickedness, and the Lord means to clean up this place. Okay, but He's given His elect all type of warnings, man, to the coming kingdom, man. All right. So with the coming of the kingdom, it's gonna be all type of sorrows, mournings, famines, great death, beginning of wars, okay, and evils. And that's what we're seeing, man. It's on a grand scale now. It's not on a small scale anymore. It's on a big scale that we're seeing this happen. All right. The next one I got is Second Ezra 8 and 50. All right. It says, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the later times shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. And that's what is man's biggest downfall. Once they get too prideful, they don't know how to stop themselves, man. Okay? With doing wickedness, with not conceding to the Most High's warnings, man. Because the Most High is a perfect balance. So if you do too much of anything, it's a sign that tells you enough is enough. And that's what these many of these nations, Israel included, are not adhering to. They're not adhering to the commandments of the Most High. Israel and these other nations, they're not seeing the the balance and righteousness. It's just too much wickedness is going to the limit, man. And the Most High is working. He's creating all type of calamities and pestilence. All right, for people to understand what's going on. All right. Another story. All right. Is mystery as hundreds of dead sea turtles are discovered floating off of El Salvador. It says up to 400 dead sea turtles have been found floating off of El Salvador. It is thought that the turtles have eaten algae containing a neurotoxin. Mass death of sea turtles off El Salvador have happened several times before. Okay, and this is not uncommon. All right, like the story said, but you know, let's get the scripture because mass die-offs are another sign of the Lord coming to clean up His kingdom. All right, and mass die-off being human or creatures. All right, so let me get Hosea 4:3. Okay, for the blind to see. Hosea 4:3. It says, therefore shall the land mourn, and everyone that dwelleth therein shall languish with the beasts of the field and the fowls of heaven, yea, the fishes of the sea also shall be taken away. Well, let me start at I'll start from the beginning, from the top. This is why this is going on. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel, for the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of Yahweh in the land. Okay? And that's the problem that he has with the whole earth. All right? By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out, and blood touches blood. All right? And that's what all nation of people been doing for a very long time, man. They're not under any type of order, so to speak. So this is why in verse 3, this is why the Lord is doing this. Therefore shall the land mourn, and everyone that dwelleth therein shall languish with the beasts of the field, okay, and with the fowls of heaven. Yea, the fishes of the sea all shall be taken away. Okay, that's why we see mass die-offs of sea creatures, birds falling from the heavens, you know, mass deaths, because this place is filthy, man. Okay, with sins and physically filthy from chemtrails and all other manner of evil practices that Esau has created. Okay, but you know that was real quick, and just to show you that you know that this won't stop, man, until the Lord gets back here, man. Go to 2nd Ezra 16:37. I'll start at 35. It says 2nd Ezra 16:35. Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord. Behold, the word of the Lord receive it. Believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. Okay? Because as long as there is this type of wickedness going on the planet, this type of sin all over, okay, he's not gonna hold back his coming, and with his coming, all these things are gonna happen, that I read earlier from 2nd Ezra 16. It's going to be an ongoing thing, okay, until he's touched down on the ground. All right. So with that, I want to say Shalom and all praise be to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, and may you brothers keep on fighting a good fight. All right. Shalom.